Okay, sometimes we say, oh, we need a main idea. It's also called the topic what of that paragraph. Topic, it's what that whole, yeah, who said that? Sentence. She's like your genius right there, okay? But on the bottom, you can flip it, it's not the whole hand, it's just an arm. Have you ever heard of Snow White?
Yes.
Snow White, I'm putting on a cap because that's her name. Cap.
Oh.
When you put on a cap, it makes you actually look taller than you really are. Okay? Capital letters are a little bit taller. Well, she has these friends called the seven what?
Dwarves.
Okay, they're vertically challenged. Sometimes he's gonna ask you guys, hey, Snow White, I need you to help somebody who's struggling. And I call that high low, it's up to tutoring we go. How many have ever helped a student who is struggling? Be honest, okay? Sometimes he's gonna ask you guys, hey, guys, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Please help the kids who are struggling. So you might not tell them, hey, don't start with the paragraphs and questions about the whole passage. Start with a question, what's that bottom green word say? What does that green word say? Word. So you might tell them, hey, vato, el pelón que vino, I'm sorry, the bald guy that came said, look for questions that just ask you, what does that word mean? Because you're going to get some of those. So if they're struggling, say, start with not the hardest questions, but start with which ones?
The easy ones.
Okay, what's a little bit higher than a word? Phrase. Could you write one word for me right there? Write the word line. Sometimes a phrase in a poem is one line. Okay? Right next to phrase. I'll write it for you. They might ask you a question about one line in a play or one line in a poem. Let me ask you this, since some of you are in drama. Which line is usually shorter, a line in a play or a line in a poem?
A line in a poem.
A line in a poem because it's just strictly one line. A line in a play, it's all the way till that person stops what, Mr. Ottergorn? So the top, or they give stage directions. Okay? So this is a poem that I wrote about a lot of students that I know and a lot of adults that I know, and it's based on that. Now, when we look at a poem, you can sit there reading the whole poem, and that's great, but some kids can't handle an entire poem. That's the whole selection, that's the whole passage, that's the whole whatever you want to call it. So read a paragraph first, read a stanza first. Oh, look, that question is only about one word, that question is about a phrase. So what I want you guys to look at, let's look at the questions for a second. I'm going to ask you, all of these questions are about what poem? What's the name of the poem? From broken pieces to masterpieces, okay? Masterpiece, okay?